Have you ever looked at your life and thought, maybe this is just how my story is going to be? Maybe you grew up with very little. Maybe people underestimated you. Maybe you've failed so many times that you stopped believing you could change. But what if your past doesn't have the final word? What if God is preparing you for something you cannot see yet? There was once a young man named Nathan who lived in a small mountain town. His family struggled financially, and opportunities were rare. Many people in the town had stopped dreaming. They believed their circumstances had already decided their future. But Nathan couldn't accept that. Every morning, his mother reminded him of something she had learned from Scripture. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Those words stayed with him. One day, Nathan went to an old Christian teacher named Samuel and asked, "Sir, can someone with nothing become someone useful to God?" Samuel smiled. "Your circumstances don't determine your calling," he said. "God looks at your heart. But if you want to grow, you must learn to be faithful in small things." Nathan asked, "Where do I begin?" Samuel answered, "Begin with obedience." Nathan began waking up before sunrise. He prayed. He read the Bible. He worked honestly, and whenever he failed, he started again. At first, nothing seemed to change. People in the town laughed at him. "Why are you working so hard?" they asked. "Your life isn't going to change." Nathan didn't argue. He simply kept going. He remembered the words of Jesus about being faithful with what has been entrusted to us. He realized that greatness doesn't always begin with a huge opportunity. Sometimes it begins with one small act of faithfulness. After several months, Samuel gave Nathan another challenge. "Stop thinking only about yourself," he said. "Go serve someone who cannot repay you." So Nathan began helping elderly people in the village. He repaired broken fences, carried water, planted trees, and helped children learn to read. Slowly, something unexpected happened. The people who once ignored him began trusting him. Nathan discovered that serving others was changing his own heart. His confidence grew, not because he thought he was better than everyone else, but because he understood something important. God can use an ordinary person who is willing to be faithful. Years passed. Nathan studied Scripture more deeply. He learned about the life of Jesus, the meaning of grace, the power of prayer, and the importance of loving your neighbor. But then came his greatest test. A serious illness spread through the community. Fear filled the town. Many people locked their doors and refused to help their neighbors. Nathan was afraid too. He wasn't fearless, but he prayed, "Jesus, give me courage to do what is right." Then he began helping however he safely could. He brought food to families in need, helped connect sick people with medical care, encouraged the elderly, and prayed with those who were afraid. He couldn't solve every problem, but he could serve. And sometimes, that's where faith becomes real. Eventually, the crisis passed. The people gathered together and thanked Nathan. A local leader asked him, "What do you want in return?" Nathan shook his head. "I don't want a reward," he said. "I want every child in this community to have an opportunity to learn, grow, and know that God has a purpose for their life." So a small school was created. Nathan became a teacher, not because he had been born extraordinary, but because he had spent years becoming faithful. And whenever someone asked him about his success, he always gave the same answer. "I didn't change my life by believing I was powerful. I changed my life by learning to trust the one who is." That message is for you too. You may feel like your situation is impossible. You may think you're too far behind. You may have failed again and again. But don't confuse a difficult season with a hopeless future. Jesus said that faith can move mountains. That doesn't mean every problem disappears instantly. It means you don't have to face your mountains alone. Start where you are. Pray today. Take one step today. Serve someone today. Learn something today. And when you fall, get back up. Your past is not your identity. Your circumstances are not your destiny. Place your future in God's hands and faithfully take the next step. Because with God, even an ordinary life can become a powerful testimony. If you believe God is still working in your life, comment, "I will keep going." Follow Next Level Stories for more original Christian motivational stories, biblical encouragement, and powerful messages about Jesus. Don't give up. Keep your faith. Keep walking. God is not finished with your story.